So today we're going to have a look at the exterior angle of a triangle. Well, first of all, we need to know what an exterior angle is. Well, an exterior angle of a triangle is the outside angle between a side of the triangle and another side of the triangle that has been extended. And the word we use for extended is produced. So quite often you might see the word produced. This means that this side has been extended. So what does that look like? Well, I've got our triangle here, and you can see that I've extended or produced a side there. You notice though that there are two angles. There's one here on the outside and there's one here. So let's have a look at which is the exterior angle. It's this one that we've got marked here. This one's going to be 180 degrees or supplementary, but we want to know this angle here. But it's not the only one that I could have produced. So let's just have a look at some other ones we could have produced. I could have extended this side, and there's my exterior angle, or extended this side, and there's my exterior angle, or I could have extended this side, there's my exterior angle, etc. So what's so special about the exterior angle of a triangle? Well, let's throw some numbers in there to make things a little bit easier. So let's say that this angle measures 50 degrees and this angle up here measures 100 degrees. From the work we've done before, I should be able to find something about that angle. I'll mark that theta so it's just easier to recognise, and I should know that when I add these three angles, that they always add up to 180 degrees, because of work that we've done before, it's the angle sum of a triangle. So let's just solve that. 100 plus 50 makes 150 degrees. So theta plus 150 is 180. Subtract 150 from both sides, and I find that this angle here is 30 degrees. Well, to make it a bit easier, I'll put that 30 degrees in there. So remember, we've extended this side. So when we extend this side, it's a straight line. And what do we know about the two angles in a straight line? They should be supplementary. In fact, they are supplementary. So that means they add up to 180 degrees. So I'm just going to call that alpha, just so it's easier to refer to. I know that the two angles, alpha and 30, these two angles here, should equal 180 degrees. And the reason why? They're supplementary angles. Sometimes when we call or refer to these supplementary angles, sometimes they call a straight angle. Subtract 30 from both sides, and I find that this angle here is 150 degrees. But I think I recall seeing 150 degrees somewhere else, and that's up here. So this exterior angle is actually the same as these two added together. The word we use in maths for added is the sum of. So this exterior angle is actually the same as the sum of these interior angles that are opposite that exterior angle. And that's what we've got written here now. The exterior angle equals the sum of the two interior opposites. So the exterior angle equals the sum of the two interior opposites. So let's now have a look at how we can use that to find an exterior angle with an example. So here we have our exterior angle. Here are our two interior opposites. So I can find theta by it's equal to these two interior added together, and the reason why, it's an exterior angle of the triangle. We just showed why before. Add these together and I get 109 degrees. So this angle here is 109 degrees because it's the sum of these two interior opposites. So let's have a look at another example. Okay, here's our exterior angle. This side's been produced, and it should equal the sum of these other two. So I can write that down. This 50 degrees must equal the sum of, so plus, of these two angles. Now you notice I've used a different symbol here. It doesn't matter. Alright, so just don't be worried if that symbol is not theta or some other one that you're used to. Okay, let's subtract 20 from both sides now. Right, oh, forgot my reason. Exterior angle of a triangle, need to make sure I put that there when I use it. And subtract 20 from both sides, and I find that the missing angle is 30 degrees. And normally we write these around the other way. So there's two examples on how we use exterior angle of a triangle. It's not the only way. Remember, I could, with that first example, if I go back to that, I could find this missing angle here using angle sum of a triangle, and then use my supplementary angles to find that theta as well. So there's more than one way quite often. So just remember that and make sure that you give your reasons as you go.